I think we can say that autumn's well and truly here. What do you think? Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a strange year, what with everything that's been going on. Like lots of other people, I'd been stuck at home for a while, and I recently went back to work, leaving my wife a bit dismayed because she'd got used to having a house husband. So we're back to sharing the housework and other things. I've always been the person that cooks, but the problem is now I've got less time to go out and actually do the shopping for the foodstuffs. I'm sure I'm not the only person in this position, so maybe there's a way you can save yourself some time. Over the lockdown period, the companies that produce food boxes have seen a surge in popularity. Most of these companies follow a similar format in that they give you a box with all the ingredients you need for the meals, along with a recipe card. They vary a bit in price, but the reality is there's no wastage. One of the best known among these companies is HelloFresh. They're not the only one out there by any means, and I will look at some of the others in future videos. But in terms of variety and the quality of the meals, I figured I would look at one at a time. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies at all, and everything in them that you see I bought myself. HelloFresh produce recipe cards with their boxes, and all of those have fairly easy to follow instructions on the back of them. Nice step-by-step layout, and they give you a list of the ingredients so you can check them against the box to make sure you've got everything before you start. Also, a nice thing they do is look at the nutrition values for everything and any allergens that are in them, which is useful in this day and age since lots of people have problems with the things they can and can't eat. With my head again. You had your heart set on me, but this feels like... So this recipe was hoisin prawns with bok choy and noodles, and the ingredients are incredibly fresh. The good thing about this is there's no wastage because you basically get exactly what you need for each meal. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you are, we always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you are, we always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I? So basically it's down to you to prepare the ingredients, but that's the easy part really. Everything comes in the bag and you just chop it all and prepare it before you start, and then it's on to the cooking. I wish I could actually chop this fast. It's a shame I can't. That's why I bought a food processor. Staying up and I go out. You gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away. Once you've done the prep, essentially it's just a matter of supplying a few bits and pieces that you're likely to have around the home anyway, like oil, sometimes there's a splash of water, sugar, salt, pepper, those sorts of things. They're never in the packs, but in fairness most people have these things around the home anyway. Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
You can probably tell from this video that the ingredients are all very fresh. They all have dates on them obviously, so you can make sure that you eat things in the order that they're likely to spoil, but in fairness there's plenty of time on all of them to make sure that you can use them up during the course of that week. As I said before, I like to cook, so I find this stuff enjoyable, but in fairness the step-by-step guides that come with your packs are easy enough for pretty much anyone to follow, even somebody who doesn't really cook very often. Time is barely on our side. I don't want to waste what's left. Most of the recipes take between 20 and 45 minutes to prepare. That's from the bag and to the plate in less than an hour. That's a boon for anyone who's busy. We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. The thing they seem to do well is the level of taste in their recipes. I have to say I haven't come across one that was unpleasant or lacked flavour. They're very good on that score. If I have a specific criticism, it's that a lot of these dishes seem to be based around rice or pasta, and it's something that can get a little bit tedious in the end. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. This was hoisin prawns, but you could just as easily find yourself eating a Moroccan stew or a Mexican beef dish. The selection is very good and very cosmopolitan. You'll notice that the finished dish doesn't really match the picture, but obviously food photography is one of those times when you can have a bit of latitude, I think. Once you've done all that work, you've got to treat yourself to something, let's face it. As you can probably tell from this, I actually quite enjoyed the Hello Fresh boxes. The tastes were very good. I have to say they pack plenty of flavour into things. Sometimes they don't put in the things that they say they do, but that's easily remedied. You can get a refund from them fairly easily. They're very amenable. That doesn't necessarily take away from the fact that when you open the box you haven't got all the things you need, but in reality that may be a small price to pay. The other thing with HelloFresh is that there seems to be quite a lot of packaging in it that isn't recyclable. For those environmentalists out there, that may be a problem. I found that I was throwing away quite a lot of stuff that would be likely going to landfill, which is a small thing they could remedy, but then that may affect the price of the boxes, and their costs were very good, to be fair. Next box I'll be looking at will be Gousto, and if you're interested in that video then like and subscribe and hit the bell icon and you'll get notified when that happens. All in all, a pretty interesting experience. Like I say, the next one I'll be looking at is Gousto. If you found value in this video, like I said before, then drop a like and subscribe down the bottom. Leave me a comment or a question. I read all of them, and if you've any questions about this video then please do leave them. I will answer you.